Some say perfection doesn't exist, others say it does, and it came from Germany, with a straight six, a manual gearbox, and the ability to get attention wherever you go. This is the E46 M3, a car that turns 20 soon, but still looks absolutely incredible till this day. Let's rewind the clock. The M3 story started in 1986 with the boxy little E30 that looked like your accountant's car, but did crack on weekends. BMW supplied the first-gen M3 with a 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine, which was then upgraded to a 2.5-liter engine, specially for the Evolution edition of the already high-performance car. People quickly realized that this wasn't just any sports car. The E30 M3 was easily distinguishable when compared to the standard car. It had wider fender flares and a fully redesigned front and rear bumper. Oh, and of course it had the rear spoiler. It just had to. Not only did all of this majorly improve the styling, it also gave the M3 a lot more downforce and significantly reduced drag. Homologation Special, DTM Champion, the original track rat. Then came the E36, sleeker, faster, a bit soft, but still a proper M car. A big 3-liter inline 6-powered icon. Till this day, if you see one on the road, it'll surely make you second look it. And then, the E46, the one that showed up to the party in a 3-piece suit, but punched your uncle in the face. It gave zero fucks. It was loud and obnoxious. It wanted to stand out. Even more than that uncle's crappy wannabe classic. Under the hood lies the glorious S54 straight six, possibly engineered by German angels on meth. 3.2 liters, just short of 340 horsepower, 8,000 RPM redline. At 8K RPM, it sounds like a chainsaw having a religious awakening. You don't want to be anywhere around the car when it's at this rev range. Yes, the S54 is a time bomb, but it's a beautiful one. Like dating someone with a criminal record who can cook. The E46 M3 doesn't just go fast, it carves. It's the Gordon Ramsay of handling. Sharp, precise, and will yell at you if you mess up. Whether you decide to opt for the coupe or the convertible, you'll get perfect 50-50 weight distribution, rear-wheel drive, limited slip diff, and BMW's signature hydraulic steering rack, aka actual steering feel, unlike your PS5 controller. Step inside, and it's all early 2000s BMW glory. Leather seats with extra cushioning for long tour driver. Simple buttons that are all in the right place. None of that touchscreen nonsense. However, there is one slight issue with the interior, and that is the plastics that are trying so hard to look like leather and feel like it. It screams vintage in the least sophisticated way. But, apart from that, it's all good. If you want to change the AC in a new BMW, good luck, nerd. In the E46. Button, done. No fucking about. Despite the age, you still get cruise control, a high-end sound system, an extra thick padded leather steering wheel with M color stitching, and of course several M logos. And the shifter? A proper 6-speed manual. None of this flappy paddle, double clutch, I'm too scared to drive stick bullshit. Sure, your newer, more modern cars will beat it in a drag race, but that's because of the car, not you. You don't get any credit whatsoever. The exterior also has plenty features that should be noted. Take, for example, the quad exhaust setup, but not in the usual setup like we've seen with many cars. The exhaust tips are more centrally closer, and with the unique rear bumper setup, it's easily distinguishable. When you move to the front of the car, the classic BMW grille is the first thing you notice. Not oversized or weirdly shaped like modern BMWs, it's the perfect size. And when you look closer at the front bumper, you'll notice the large central air intake with multiple side intakes and the fully functional brake cooling ducts. Furthermore, the front and rear fenders have been widened to accommodate the wider track and wheels. And speaking of wheels, the M3 came with staggered 18-inch lightweight alloys, finishing off the aggressive sport-central appearance the German car giant was aiming for. Now, let's talk about SMG, or as owners call it, Sad Man's Gearbox. It's basically a manual with robot arms, which is cool in theory, until the robot starts drinking and randomly forgets how to shift. And it does randomly forget quite often. Honestly, just save yourself the trouble. Get the manual. Or prepare for a bad relationship. A relationship that can be totally avoided. I mean, who in their right mind would pick an auto instead of a manual in an iconic classic car? Let's keep it real. Owning an M3 is like dating a supermodel with IBS. Beautiful, exciting, but expensive, and it will shit itself occasionally. Yes, it has issues, but guess what? So does your favorite rapper. Doesn't stop you from loving them. This car isn't just good for its age, it's still an excellent machine. I mentioned earlier that your newer, more modern car may beat it in a drag race. But trust me, this M3 ain't no slouch. It will smash past 60 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds, all the way to a top speed of 155, which by the way is electronically limited. That's what 350 brake horsepower in the 2000s could do. Moreover, it's not bloated like the new M4. It doesn't need a drift mode button, it just drifts. It doesn't have fake engine noise, because it doesn't have to fake anything. What you see is what you get. A raw, naturally aspirated sports car that was built for back roads and track racing. The E46 M3 rewards driving skill. You mess up? That's on you. You do it right? You're on top of the world. The back end will gladly go out every time it senses a bit of rain, and just forget about driving it in the snow. What? Now for the best part of it all. The price. And just to make things clear, I'm from the UK. Cars are cheap around here. You can grab yourself a well-maintained, fairly low-mileage example for under £15,000. In fact, I have seen several examples with a manual gearbox and full-service history for a shade under £13,000. A true bargain. But this won't be for long. I strongly believe this generation of the M3 is going to soar in value. It has everything going for it. It's an iconic manual shifting German beast that has a whole dedicated following behind it. No turbos, no electronic nannies, just you, an inline six, and the potential for catastrophic engine failure. And that's beautiful. Because that's what life is all about. Taking risks, reaping the rewards, and learning from our mistakes. Just please make sure to always service it on time and try to get to know it better. Because the E46 M3 is one of those rare cars that transcends its specs. It's not just horsepower and Euro 60 times. It's how it drives. It's how it feels. It's the way it looks at you after a hard corner and says, "Let's do it again, you lunatic." And that's what I absolutely love about this car. No amount of money can beat that. Just like the 90s Japanese rally cars, it feels raw. It delivers an experience that modern BMW M performance models can only dream of. Nowadays, it feels like the car is driving us to our destination. We no longer feel in full control, even with non-electric or hybrid models. Moving on to the color options. And they are plentiful. There's a color for every kind of person. Take, for example, the deep red metallic variant. Perfect if you're an elderly gentleman who wants to be reminded what it feels like to be truly alive again. And Estoril Blau metallic blue, which is perfect if you want your M3 to look the cleanest and get more heads turning. But if you're anything like me, opt for Dakar yellow. M3s in this are so rare you'll be pulling up to every car meet with all the attention, not just from the women, but from men who will beg you to sell it to them. It's an extraordinary color which befits the E46 perfectly. The Imola red option will also have this effect, so yeah. 20 years later, it's still a weapon. It's still dangerous. It's still desirable. And it's still one of the greatest cars BMW ever built. If you can find a clean one, buy it. If you already own one, never sell it. If you have the SMG version, I'm praying for you. But wait, there's something lurking the shadows. There's a faster, more violent, and a lot more limited version of the E46 M3. And that's the CSL. Short for Competition, Sport, Lightweight. Yet here I was thinking it stood for Club Sport Limited. This was truly the ultimate driving machine. The horsepower figure increased to over 350, propelling the legendary car from 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, almost an entire second quicker than the base model. In addition, the rear seats were removed for weight saving, and there were only 1,300 built for the entire world. However, you might want to stay away from this, as it will set you back close to 150 grand. But if you do have deep pockets, purchasing one will inevitably make you a large amount of profit if you decide to sell it in 5 or even 10 years. The BMW M3 at the time of release had a room full of competition. Japan came through with the Subaru Impreza, WRX STI, and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. But its main rivals were the Audi RS4 and Mercedes C55 AMG. Both were incredible cars in themselves with more power and a lot bigger engines. Yet there was something about the M3 buyers and fans alike couldn't stay away from. It wasn't the performance, nor was it the looks. It was the way it drove, the way it felt. And to me, and the majority of the car community, it's a lot more significant and important. And with that, we come to the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you think the E46 is peak performance, or if you're currently rebuilding your Vanos for the 3rd time this month. This has been Real Wheel Talk. Stay safe, my friends.